Jane Philpott is Canada's Minister of Health and a physician. She's on the line now. Good morning, Minister.
Good morning.
Mike McCarthy was arguing yesterday that the Saskatoon Paid Blood Clinic puts the integrity of the entire blood supply at risk. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think I would want to give a bit better explanation. I think there may have been some information there that was not helpful. So, one thing that I think is important for Canadians to understand is that there is a difference between blood and plasma products. They are both managed by the Canadian Blood Services, and we're proud of the fact that Canada has one of the safest blood systems in the world. But plasma products are products that are made from a plasma donation, and they're absolutely essential for a number of diseases like hemophilia and immune deficiencies. And unfortunately, the plasma products that are required for Canadians, we can't meet our current capacity under the amount that's being available in Canada now. In fact, 70% of the plasma that is required for the products we need is purchased outside of Canada. So this is one way that one province has decided to allow a facility to provide a small compensation for the donations of plasma that people offer. It's absolutely safe. Health Canada has determined that the whole system is safe, and we're confident that they can continue in providing this service.
But the Creever inquiry recommended against allowing paid blood or plasma donation except in rare circumstances. So it's hard to understand, why is Health Canada allowing this now?
Well, as you may know, the Creever inquiry took place over 20 years ago, and there have been tremendous technological advancements to the point that plasma products are extremely safe. So there are new measures that have been in place now for a long time. They remove or inactivate the viruses or any other contaminants that could be there. There's also, of course, a rigid donor screening program. There are testing requirements for any donor that is offering plasma. But all of those layers of safeguards together give Canadian Blood Services confidence that the system of producing plasma and using it to make plasma products is absolutely safe.
Do you have any empathy for Mike's anger, for his frustration?
Oh, of course I have empathy for him, and it's a terrible thing that he endured, and that was a different time, but of course it was terribly unfortunate. Hepatitis C is an extremely serious condition, so of course I have sympathy for him, and I'm thankful that he's concerned on behalf of others. But if one looks into the information and understands what took place here, and I would also argue that nothing took place behind closed doors. This has been a very open process. Health Canada has done its part to ensure the safety of the product, and Saskatchewan has been clear for some time now that they were going to allow this particular facility to offer a small compensation for people who give their time and have been deemed to be safe for donating plasma.
Is paying for it the best way to encourage more donations?
Well, as I say, it's not paying for it. This is people that are willingly donating their plasma and are being offered a small gift card. Having said that, of course, we're very eager at all times to encourage all sorts of ways that people can encourage plasma donations. And I would point to the work that AMA Quebec has done, for instance, where they have a voluntary plasma donation system. And I understand that they're doing a very good job at increasing the number of plasma donations. And I would encourage Canadians that are concerned to get out today and donate either blood or plasma if they're concerned. But at the same time, I would say there's no scientific reason to be concerned about the process that's taking place in Saskatchewan. It's something that has been rigorously studied, and we have no concerns about it.
The head of the Saskatoon Clinic argues that the majority of the plasma that's used by Canada already comes from paid American donors. So this Canadian clinic makes little difference to the overall risk to the plasma supply. Do you think it's time to reconsider Canada's policy on American plasma?
Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, unfortunately, our need for plasma products significantly exceeds our current capacity to produce it in Canada, and so 70% of products are purchased. And as you point out, in the U.S., I believe about 70% of the supply comes from sources where there is some compensation given. I think there are some 400 facilities in the U.S. that do offer some kind of compensation for those who donate plasma. So these products are absolutely critical. At the same time, they're absolutely safe, and the technological process renders these products extremely safe.
But I think what Mike and other survivors are having trouble understanding is why are some provinces, why are they banning paid donations and it's being allowed in other provinces? Because what Mike said was that basically that Health Canada is looking for another route to go down to provinces that are not banning this, and that you have been personally hoodwinked by Health Canada. That's what he said.
Well, I thank him for his concern. As I say, Health Canada's role is to ensure that any products that are sold are manufactured in accordance with strict safety standards, regardless of where the plasma comes from, regardless of whether the donors have been compensated or not. Our job is to ensure safety. Within any given province, they have the opportunity to allow a facility to function under whatever conditions that they request. And so Saskatchewan has made that decision. Other provinces have made different decisions. My job is to make sure that the products are safe, and we certainly will be happy to continue working with our partners in the provinces. And we're very happy to work, of course, with Canadian Blood Services and EMA Quebec that do such a fabulous job making sure that Canadians have the products that they need.
Okay, Minister, thanks very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
That's Jane Philpott, Canada's Minister of Health, and she is a physician herself.